He is a retired general, a former president of the Senate, and today the interim national chairman of the opposition, African Democratic Congress, ADC. But behind the titles lie some burning questions. Is it political blackmail that his own kinsmen accuse him of neglect, despite his years as Nigeria's #3 citizen? What does he truly stand for, people-centered or power-centric? And as the political conversation gravitates towards the 2027 elections, can the ADC, under his watch, emerge as a credible alternative? Today, we intend to put these questions and more to the test. I am Eshomomo Imodu. This is Fireworks. We put them under check. And on my turf today to defend his boss against the tough accusations is Adakole Ijogi, a close aide of the interim national chairman of the ADC, Senator David Mark. Nice to have you on my turf.
My pleasure. It's a pleasure to be here.
All right. Let's go this way. Your boss, the former Senate president, was in the Senate for about 20 years. Yes. And in that period, he rose to become the Senate president, the #3 man in Nigeria. Yes. But his own people say he's been so detached from them. Why do you think we have these accusations against the president of David Mark?
Well, thank you for having me, and thank you for obliging us the time to have this conversation. I think that, let me start by saying that personal observation is often a poor guide to generalization, that one man's comment does not constitute the comment of all. Who says that the people are unhappy with him? The person of Senator David Mark, former Senate president, he's an institution. He's to the Idoma nation for what he has done over the years. He's a beacon of hope and light to the Idoma nation. And the comments by Austin Agada is rather unfortunate, the factional APC chairman. I think that it is misrepresentation, misinformation, and the larger part, non-intelligent. Because you asked him the question is, would the way they are poorly treating Governor Alia, supposing he moves to the ADC. And then he now brought out things that are unguided, that the Senator David Mark has never showed empathy or made any press statement. Please fact check me. Just go on your Google if you have data. Just type in David Mark /Benue killings. You'll see it. Even as recently as on the 17th of June, when the president came to Makurdi, front page on Daily Trust, David Mark warns against self-help. Front page. So
would you say it's a political blackmail? Because your people also say that, okay, what has he really done for the Idoma people? You want to say specific things he has done?
Yes, I will. I will get to that. But let me start by saying that it's not actually political blackmail. It's political brickmanship. And my younger brother, Austin Agada, who is just 40 years old, I mean, he cannot speak for the Idoma nation. I'm 52 years old, and I can tell you that it's a hierarchy. You see, the thing that bothers some of us is the dwindling political culture that you have in the APC in Benue State. He is a factional chairman of APC in Benue State. Benue State has APC administration installed in the government house in Benue State. What have they done to stem the tide of insecurity? What have they done in the economy? My people are hungry, deprivation, lack of hope. What have they done in the almost 2.5 years that they've held sway in Benue? So that's what I say, it's not blackmail, it's brickmanship. I mean, it shows to the dwindling political culture. Let us talk about governance. Let's engage the issues. I mean, I would like to have that kind of conversation.
Part of engaging the issues is because Senator David Mark is the interim national chairman of the ADC, so that's the big position.
Yes, but when I hear rhetoric like he doesn't go home, what are you talking about?
Does he reside with his people or he resides in Kogi?
This is a man that the people, we gave him our mandate for 20 years, not in Kogi, in Benue. We gave him our mandate for 20 years. Do you think that he's an outsider? He's an elder statesman who has performed excellently well from his military career into his sojourn into politics. So let's talk about his development. One, part of the misinformation that Agada did is to say that the road that is leading...
Exactly. That road.
I will answer you. I'm here. That road, go and fact check it. That contract is actually Kefi, Akwanga, Makurdi, Otukpo, Enugu. That road was awarded in the government of President Goodluck Jonathan, continued by Buhari, And now Tinubu is the finishing stages.
Okay, it was the contract was awarded during the
President
presidency
Goodluck Jonathan, when Senator David Mark was Senate President. You talk about the Owota Bridge.
So why was it not completed? The road was awarded, that important road, and the number 3 man that concerns the territory of number 3 man. Don't you think it boils down to something?
No, just listen to what I'm saying now.
Okay.
It's Kefi, Akwanga, Makodi, Otukpo, Enugu. Do you know what you're talking about? You're talking about close to over 400 kilometers of road. It can't be done in 4 years or even in 8 years. For the payment
can't be done in 8 years?
No, it can't. The payment for compensation, because the road actually is a dual carriageway going into houses, people's houses, farmlands, petrol stations. You know the way we build indiscriminately in this country. So it took time for it's Goodluck Jonathan that finished paying the compensation. Then Buhari came on board and then started rolling out this thing. And Tinubu is enjoying the finishing part. Government is a continuum, I'm sorry to say. So it is not about whether it is APC or PDP government or even ADC. Now, he said that David Mark did not do anything. You know, sometimes I just wonder why politics has so deteriorated in the APC, you know, with half-truths, propagandas, and lies. I mean, you should come and not mislead Nigerians. I mean, I can understand his mispronunciation or his bad English on this program. I can understand that because English is not a measure of intelligence. But what I'm saying here, in essence, is that as politicians, we should speak the truth and say the correct things, not misinforming or misleading Nigerians just because we want to score cheap political points. To my mind, let me just land on this. To my mind, I think I see a hand of Esau and a voice of Jacob.
Now,
is it dancing
what's the hand and the voice? Who is the hand and who is the voice?
Of course, he's you know the political dichotomy that you have between the Tiv and the Idoma and Benue State. Is it dancing to the cultural or ethnic irredentism of the Benue State politics by listening to his paymasters, by trying to denigrate one of the foremost top sons of the Idoma nations? I mean, Austin Agara is 40 years old. He should calm himself down. I mean, he was boasting on this your program that he's the youngest chairman, APC chairman. Then he should conduct himself with decorum, with maturity and respect, so that other people can respect him.
Now, do you see your boss as an asset to your party? Because you're talking about the APC and you talked about the misinformation of the other parties. And do you see him as an asset? And do you think he can wield that influence in Benue State? Because after he left the Senate presidency, people hardly heard about Senator David Mark.
Well, first and foremost, let me correct an impression. I am not a member of the ADC. And Senator David Mark transcends political leanings. It's not about APC, it's not about PDP, it's not about ADC, it's not about Labour. The person or the personality of this masquerade, Senator David Bonaventure Alechenu Mark, GCON, cuts across. It's not about political party. This is a man that has served this country excellently well. He was been former military administrator, former minister, Senate president.
I'm not sure anyone is contesting the fact that he was a successful general. But they're saying that after leaving leaving the Senate after about 20 years, what political impact has he made in Benue State?
He has made the political impact he has made through the 90s, the 2000s, everything he has achieved when he was a communication minister, everything is there for you to fact check me. What I'm saying is that if the man chooses to live a private life and manage his grandchildren, would that be questioned? Would you question him? Now that he's even still serving by coming to serve as the interim, that is, the ADC people should be excited, because what Agada would not tell you, what I was wishing that you asked him, is the avalanche and the decampés into the ADC, especially from where he comes from, the Zone C, that he's so much saying that he knows that the Idoma people will not follow David Mark. Is an avalanche. What is happening there?
Now, you talked about avalanche of the campaigns into the ADC.
Yeah.
Now, also, can we also look at this other aspect that David Mark, is it about the national visibility or trying to become a national leader? Because they said, like I said earlier, it only came into reckoning now politically when he became the national chairman of the ADC. Is it about himself or about building a political legacy for his party. You say you're not a member of the ADC.
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay.
But let me tell you this. He did not make himself the interim national chairman of the ADC.
They went and hunted for him.
Yes, and you know the reason? Because the person of Senator David Mark, one, the intelligence, the network, the political brilliance, the detailedness, the trustworthiness. I mean, you have factions of different people all pulling their resources together. You need a unifying factor.
So here's the unifying factor.
That is what Senator David Mark was to us.
Are you aware if
PDP.
Senator David Mark went back to his word to register as a member of the ADC? Because that's one of the accusations against him.
Well,
and politics is local. Every politics is local. You first of all become a member of a party at the local level before the national. Are you aware if he went to register?
Well, I can tell you this authoritatively, that the detailedness of Senator David Mark, that accusation is baseless.
It's not baseless because he has not come to refute. Nobody has refuted that allegation up till now. You're the first person that is seem to be refuted.
So because he doesn't come on national TV to say, I have registered, or we take pictures of him and put on social media.
No, let's look at it this way. He's a factional chairman of a party.
He's not a factional chairman.
The supposed group said they are still in charge. There is an acting national chairman of the ADC. So by implication, just like you said, Agada is a factional chairman. So also,
no, you can understand.
Senator David Mark is a factional chairman of the ADC.
No, let me put it in a proper perspective. You can understand that of Agada and Benue State. You know the secretary to the government and the secretary to the government of the federation and the governor are in loggerheads. That is why you have two APCs. And
also the the deputy national chairman of the ADC is contesting for the same position with Senator David Mark. Would you say that is part of political sagacity, that you did not allow an existing national working committee of a party to expire before you take over leadership?
No, when it comes to party politics, certain things need to be done right. Now,
this one was done wrongly, is that not?
No, I didn't say it was done wrongly.
Okay.
I'm just explaining the processes to you. You have a national executive that is elected in a convention or in a congress. There, purportedly, most of them had resigned their position because of the coming in of all these big, political heavyweights into the ADC. What you see currently playing out in the ADC is the hand of the federal government, of the APC, the ruling government.
What has APC got to do with ADC?
My brother, the way they have perpetuated poverty and desperation in this country, when you look at those people shouting out in the rain, imagine those people, the APC federal government gives them 50 million naira. Don't you think they will carry their arms and be swearing that they haven't
resigned? Don't you think if the ADC under David Mark had given the National Working Committee that was there before they came in, so that amount of money, probably they won't come up again to say they are in charge?
You know, the person of the people, I don't know, I can speak to, in that whole ADC arrangement, I can speak to the character of just two people, Senator David Mark and Malam Nasir El-Rufai. They are strategic in their thinking. So I don't think that it is about giving them money or trying to get them to resign. I just think that when the federal government, when the APC wants to, look at what they're doing in the PDP. Once they want to ensure that, they want
That's
to ensure,
an allegation that you cannot prove, that they are involved.
I can prove it.
Okay, let me have your proof now.
You see, when you have a crisis within a political party that is beginning to sound like it is unending, and then you look at characters like the FCT minister, Yeso Winke, who is a serving member of this APC, and then you listen to the statement that he is making all over the place and still claiming to be a member of the PDP. What do you think is happening?
I don't know.
I'm telling you, you are intelligent enough to know.
He's just exercising his freedom.
The same thing with the ADC.
But let's stay with the issue. The issue is, don't you think it would have been smoother for the David Mark's leadership of the ADC to have gone through the normal route of allowing these people to expire? Well, election is 2027, so it's not as if election is next month.
That is why I'm saying that he's an interim national chairman. Then he will go to a convention in the next 5 months. If he wants to continue as chairman, fine. If he wants to vacate the position, fine. He's an interim chairman to steer the ship into stability. When you say national chairman, he's an interim national chairman. Yes,
but
it's not
the
substantive.
other group say we are still in charge. That's what I'm saying. So there's a problem. You see the baggage around David Mark, I was saying, the baggage around him. Interim national chairman, and the people say, look, there's something like interim. We are still in charge as the National Working Committee of the party.
Those ones are just people shouting out in the rain. The national chairman on your television station resigned his position.
Exactly. The national chairman resigned.
Yes,
the deputy national chairman said he didn't resign. So by the law, the constitution of the party, if the national chairman resigns, the deputy national chairman takes over as the acting national chairman.
Then the deputy national chairman, if he's in his right, then he should call for a NEC meeting.
He called for it. He called for the NWC met, and automatically he assumed it's not the NEC meeting. I like you to understand the procedure of political party. It is not about the NEC. He resigned. Automatically, he becomes the acting national chairman.
It's not
okay,
automatic.
let's go beyond that and look at some other critical issues.
Yeah.
Senator David Mark is a Northern Christian.
Well,
And just like he's a Northern Christian, and some persons have said also the reason why the ADC have refused to zone the presidency to the north is to the south is because he may also contest in 2027 for the presidency. It's about ambition. He has a right to contest, is that not?
Well, the former Senate president has the right to contest for the presidency of this country. It is his right. But whether it is they are going to zone or they are not going to zone, I think it's too early in the day for the ADC. I'm not a member of the party, but I can tell you as somebody that is a practicing politician that they need to steady the ship first. They are building across. They are building across. You know what it takes for you to build from the national down to the world level. Party politics in Nigeria is not cakewalk. Building structure.
So you're saying we'll wait till then if he will contest or not? Is that
no,
right?
you have to build the structure. They have to go for
after
congresses.
building, he may contest.
It is if he wants to, fine.
Okay, let's go on a quick break. And when we come back, we will still be here discussing Senator David Mark. Please do stay with us. Welcome back. Now, if you're just joining us, I've been speaking with an aide of the former Senate President and also the interim national chairman of the ADC. We left off talking about if Senator David Mark is going to run in 2027 because the cap may also fit him. And he's a Northern Christian.
And he's ably qualified to run the managed affairs of Nigeria, being with all the experience that he has gathered over the years.
Now, if the time comes and his people, you say he's very popular among his people say he should run for the presidency, will you be shocked? Will you be surprised?
Well, I thank you for that honor to say his people with the Idoma nation. To become president of Nigeria, you need more than the Idoma nation. To become president of Nigeria, you need a consensus of two-thirds of
okay, I like that aspect. It's more than just what the Idoma people want. It's about a national issue. Yeah. People also say, why is it that Senator David Mark seems to be leading a party that you have a lot of defection of expired politicians, some of who were part of the problem of Nigeria or defecting into his party? So he is their leader. How do you feel about this?
Well, I've heard rhetorics like that, especially coming from the...
But it's not far from the truth.
From the Minister of FCT, Yeso Wike, calling them expired politicians, that they are the ones that created the problems in Nigeria. And by the way, you can't eat your cake and have it. Himself, Yeso Wike, was also a governor of Rivers State for 8 years. So he's part of the problem that we're having in Rivers State. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
so let me answer your question now directly. You see, the idea that you are going to a church and you are not expecting to see priests baffles me. It's a church, for crying out loud. There'll be priests. When you talk about politics, you see politicians. So there's nothing like expired politicians.
So politician can fail to have his way in party A because it's like a church. He will move to party B. Meanwhile, he lost out of power, the power sharing equation. That is why he defected.
Because a political party is only a platform to get political power. Today you are Arsenal, tomorrow you are Manchester United. Who cares? The reason I told somebody in an interview, I say this cross-carpeting of parties by politicians in Nigeria, it was what has stemmed the tide of assassinations and killings. Are you aware? Operation Waitie. This is a die-hard AC
so
Action Congress
it's better
person.
that they can cross-carpet at will.
No, I say one of the good sides of it. If you check in Nigeria in the last 10 years, there have been reduced political assassinations. Because
and probably that is the reason why we've not made too much progress as a nation. The ADC under Senator David Mark is promising a change, a new order. Do you think those who were part of the problem of the country had anything new to offer?
How were they part of the problem?
They were in government when the problem started.
Same rhetorics.
That is the truth.
What I'm saying to you is that all of them have been in government.
So what is new?
All of them.
So what is the ADC?
Asiwaju was Lagos State Governor 1999 to 2007.
So what is the new thing ADC wants to offer that APC is not offering? That is the issue now.
Then you ask an ADC member. I am not a member of the party. I keep repeating myself.
I'm just wondering, because you are not an ADC member, but
yes.
you're here to also project the image of the Senate president. The former Senate president.
No, to represent him, yes.
To represent him.
Yes, as a former aide.
Which means
somebody
also
who
you will
worked
take
very
some
closely
of
with him, yes.
Exactly.
And I see him as a mentor, yes.
So I'm asking, if Nigerians want a change,
yes,
should they look towards some persons 20 years ago that were part of the complicating problems in Nigeria, offering that they want to offer a change?
Now,
should Nigeria look their way?
Now, I will speak to you as a replacement generation leader in the People's Democratic Party. And I'll tell you this, that personnel change is not going to change anything in this country. Personnel change when it comes to leadership. The structure of the Nigerian body politics is faulty. Whether you get a pope or you get, who is the best politician, you know, Barack Obama, or I don't know, the cleanest, and you replicate them into the 36 states.
It's not going to change.
It's not going to change because the structure is defective. So if you ask me, moving forward, how are we going to, what change can we expect in Nigeria moving forward? I will say young people should start participating in politics.
That's exactly what I'm asking. Why is the ADC, you don't have such young people taking over some critical leadership of the party? It is those who were there before. And should we also
my
say
brother,
that
for crying out loud,
the devil you know is better
the
than
National
the
Working Committee of any party, whether it's ADC or any other party, is only 12 people, 12 or 13 people at most.
But it's critical.
So what do you want? How do you want to fit in everybody?
But it's critical.
Leadership. There are scores and levels of leadership. My own advice to young people is to participate. You cannot, even the Austin Agada that is criticizing, Austin Agada is 40 years old. He was born in 1983. I am 52 years old. I'm 12 years, I'm almost, okay. His
age is just a number.
No, it's not a number, it's experience. What I would advise people like that to is that what they lack in experience, they should have in ideas. People like Austin Agada, what you lack, because obviously, you cannot denigrate a well-respected elder and statesman like Senator Mark. It shows bad politics, it shows bad culture, especially misrepresentation of the domination.
Do you believe in speaking truth to power?
Yes, I do.
But because somebody is a respected man, you should not say the truth where it concerns him?
Truth is good to be spoken to power, but not
misinformation. Why is Austin wrong?
But I just told you, get my phone, Google David Mark comment on Benue killings. I even quoted the Daily Trust on the 17th of June. He has been making different comments, press statements and releases on the killings.
Can you help us with one of those things he said about the Benue killing?
Yes, that they should stop. Enough is enough. Just bring my phone. Enough is enough. Just, in fact, the viewers, just Google David Mark, type David Mark Benue killings. You see all the press statements. That's false. You say it's Asiwaju that is doing the road. I say it's not Asiwaju. That contract was given by Jonathan, PDP, during when David Mark was Senate president. It is misinformation that is bringing me here. So what I'm saying is, in politics, I have this I advise young people. Because when you're talking about speaking truth to power, I went against my own party, the People's Democratic Party, in the runoff of the 2023 election. I'm an obedient. I supported Peter because I didn't agree that Alhaji Atiku Abubakar should take over from General Muhammadu Buhari after 8 years. That one Fulani man should take over from another Fulani man. I disagreed. And I supported Obi Google my name, Adakole Ijogi, and type Obi. You see different pictures of me and Obi and everything, me doing my obedient movement.
Now let me.
It's good to speak.
Let me ask you something
it's good
personal.
for you to speak.
Let me ask you something personal.
Please go ahead.
If the ADC under your boss decide to give the ticket to Atiku Abubakar, will you be comfortable with your boss again?
You see, when it comes to such decisions, it's a collective. I don't know why Nigerians, we always like to personalize
No, you said
things.
you went against your party, the PDP, at a point.
Yes.
So I'm asking now, if the ADC...
Not only me, it was a group thing.
Now, if the ADC gives the ticket...
Then it will be a collective. It is not about Senator
Okay,
Mark.
when you disagreed, then it was not collective.
It was. I wasn't the only one.
So I'm asking you now, will you move against your principal if that happens again?
Give the ticket to...
Atiku Abubakar.
Well, I hope they don't, because the presidency, for the sake of equity, fairness, and justice, the presidency should remain in southern Nigeria for the next 4 years. I don't think that they will do it, because Senator Mark is a very strategic person. Like I said, I can only speak to two.
Okay, just last question. A PDP man, what is happening to your party, the PDP?
The party is vibrating now. We're recalibrating now. We're vibrating and we're ready to go.
Unfortunately, there's another crisis. The National Convention is being threatened.
It's not a crisis.
All right, thank you so much for coming on my talk today.
Thank you.